Welcome back, everybody.
Come back and visit again. Oh, and if you see Igor, please tell him I still need the fluid.
That actually would have worked well as a conclusion to the last video, huh? Sorry, just having a few mouse issues, apparently. Anyway, it's time to go explore the Moldavian countryside and probably get into a couple of fights. It is harder to avoid fights in this particular game. Oh, but first, let's go have some fun. This is actually a side quest for the Paladin. If I can remember how to get there. Oh god! Luckily, this game gives me the ability to auto-fight. I'm just gonna set everything to max. Take out this vicious bunny. Squash that bunny flat. Running out of stamina though, because I was exercising. Alright, so this is a bonus quest for the Paladin. It's not actually going to do us any good. But I'm going to go ahead and do it because I know any guy watching the video wants it.
Hello there. Could you help me? This water is so cold and I need someone to help warm me.
I'm sure you can all imagine what'll happen if I say yes.
Why don't you come to my arms so that I can give you a real greeting?
If I had a nickel for every woman who said that to me just when I said hello for the first time.
Surely a hero like you will help someone like me. Please, take my hand.
And
it is so cold here in the lake.
Interrupting,
Please,
lady.
Come and hold me and help me to be warm again.
Just for fun, since we're doing some death scenes in this playthrough. Yeah, baby.
Wade out to the lake woman and take her in your arms. Her skin is soft but very cold. The lake spirit moans softly as she holds you closer and closer and tighter, then pulls you down into the lake.
You quickly discover that you don't really know how to breathe underwater, or that you really don't. Going drown. Since we aren't a paladin, the only thing we can do for her is this.
It is so...
Yeah, you tell me that, lady.
Thank you for the beautiful flowers. No one has been so nice to me since I can remember.
That isn't what the dialogue said. The dialogue said that it shouldn't drown you now.
Please, come visit me again sometime. It's nice to have a friend to talk to.
No matter how much you befriend her, no matter how friendly you get, she drowns you. A paladin can free her spirit. We cannot. And so onward we go. There's a lot of things in the Moldavian forest. This should be the graveyard. No. Gotta remember my way around. That's gonna be the graveyard, which doesn't do us any good right now. Ugh. Hold on, guys. I gotta make a quick trip back to town. While running from a bunny, because... Again, wizard, not really a combat character.
Still you remember.
Yeah, it's a wonder I lived so long.
To tell the Burgermeister about your adventures in Shapir.
So, you are the son of a sultan.
Not by
Your
choice.
stories are better than 1,001 Nights.
Well, thank you. But again, not by choice. He just said, oh, by the way, you're now my son. My parents were pissed.
Which book? As you scan through Hero, the Journal of General Job Adjusting. You'll find quite a bit of information that might be useful here. There are a series of articles about the land of Moldavia. The town originally grew up around Castle Borgov. The Borgovs were the boyars, or local noblemen, assigned the role of guarding the area from invaders. The chapter on fauna describes a number of interesting creatures. The Necritor is a vicious carnivore with big, sharp teeth.
So are the
Some
bunnies.
of the other monsters sound even more horrific.
Like the bunnies.
In the forest lives the Lishi, a creature known for playing practical jokes on travelers and playing riddle games, but which can also be helpful to those it likes. You learn about the Rosalka,
Hey, we
the
met her.
spirit of a murdered, unmarried woman. Such spirits are said to inhabit lakes and rivers. They try to avenge themselves by drowning any man foolish enough to approach them.
So really a typical woman.
You could really learn a lot by reading this magazine thoroughly instead of just browsing through it. Isn't it nice that we included a complete copy in your game box?
Oh, there went that fourth wall, man. They busted through it like the Kool-Aid Man. Oh, yeah. Anyway, you may be wondering why that was necessary. And that's because the Leshy gives you a series of puzzles, but you can't answer his riddles until you've interacted with the object. For example, one of his riddles will be about the Rusalka, but we couldn't answer it until we met the Rusalka. Get his first riddle out of the way real quick here. For some reason this is missing. You hear a giggle from behind the bush, then a squeaky voice asks, 1 and 1 and 1 make 3. Tell me what you make of me. Reading, writing, riddling game. Can you tell me what's my name?
Tell the creature it's called the Lishi.
Oh, good. I'm glad the narrator came back.
Ah, that's the price of too much fame. Now you've gone and guessed my name. Lishi, Lishi, look and see, in a bush or up a tree. Lishi, Lishi, riddle rhyme. Can you solve them every time?
Eventually.
Hello.
Yep, the leash is as irritating as they come. Oh, look, he's tiny this
Two
time.
and 2 and 2 make 6. A little bush is in a fix. If you save a plant from goo, I can help you with a clue.
I saved the plant from goo.
Six and 7 make 13. Plant it in a garden green. Flowers bloom and waters flow. Plant the bush where it will grow.
Which I could have done without his help. And in fact, the first time I played through this section with the recording error, I did do it without his help.
6 and 7 make flowers.
Okay, so he won't talk to me until I do plant it.
Lishi, lish, lishi, lish.
So we're done with him for a minute until I can find my way into this garden. Oh god, it's a bunny!
You have
What does it
come
need
to a
such good
beautiful
eyesight for
garden
anyway?
deep within the forest. A stream flows gently in a loop around the central island. Feelings of peace and harmony permeate the area. You discover 30 crowns hidden there. You accept it as a gift from Irana.
Because I desperately needed more money.
Your magical lasso floats towards the tree and plucks a single ripe fruit from its branches. You feel a surge of power as the magical energy from the fruit releases itself into your system.
Arana makes good fruit. Nobody denies that.
Nothing. You plant the bonsai in the hole and scrape some of the rich soil around it. In moments, the bush begins to grow and blossom before your eyes.
Miracle Grove!
A soft, magical aura permeates the entire garden.
Bet Arana knows how to make a
Strong
garden.
magic emanates from the fruit tree and the center of the pool in the stream. The lanterns are also magical.
Yeah, but can you show me? Look at that!
You capture the scroll with your fetch spell. As you read the scroll, knowledge of how to cast a protection spell enters your mind. Then the scroll vanishes. Protection is a sort of magical shield which will help guard you from physical attacks.
Well, that's handy. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, but the glide spell is a Nike swoosh. Glide lets me walk on water. Anyway, we're just cruising through the forest here.
An enchantment has been placed on the hedge to the west.
There's another way to do that, but I'm a wizard, so I'm going to use my powers for wizardly greatness. Check it out, it's a dead guy. Let's swing the dead guy there. It's always fun.
Go back or face thy doom.
Hey, Scully!
Hey, wait a second. Don't I know you from somewhere? Yeah, you're the guy that turned Baba Yaga into a frog. So what are you doing here? Trying out for the part of soup du jour or auditioning for the main course? Yeah. Good to see me again, I know. So what do you want?
I just want to catch up. We're like old buddies.
Don't remind me. I thought I was gonna be left behind when the hut flew the coop, but Baba Yaga picked me up later. You sure made her mad.
Alright, well, right now there's not much Baba Yaga can do for us, really.
You mean the hut of brown now sit down sort of thing the last time you was by? Well, that don't work anymore. Just go up to the hut and it'll squat and let you in, if it wants you in.
It's a picky hut.
She's back to her old self, if you knows what I mean. Other than a craving occasionally for flies and a distaste for frog legs, she's the same as ever. Call me Bonehead. I'm just hanging around like always.
Anyway, there's nothing else we can do with him for now. There's a mystical gate there made of fire that's gonna...
Don't come back unless you got a reason to be here.
I should have said goodbye to him. It's just rude not to. Let's see. We haven't gone to the gypsy camp yet, but there's really no reason for us to go there. I think it's up there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the gypsy camp. And if we go there, we're just gonna get chased away. Oh my gosh! Bunnies! Mordavian bunnies don't play around. Dude, it's a bunny. Knock it off with the acrobatics and just kill the damn thing. Bunnies, bunnies, it must be bunnies. Kind of okay with us just continually fighting bunnies. Because I'm about to rest. Now it's nighttime. Now we're in danger. We're gonna do this story.
Hello. Can you help me? I seem to be lost.
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
Little creepy. Dang it.
You feel...
Oh god. That's a wraith.
There
We
you
can't
are.
fight them yet.
What happened to you? I thought you were going to show me the way to town.
Wraiths drain your HP unless you have a protective spell against them.
Things are so strange. Did you go away? Why are you greeting me again? What's wrong with me? What's happened to me? Everything is so strange. I don't understand.
Let's try to
Why
explain
are
to
you
her.
saying that? Why are you trying to hurt me? I'm lost and... I don't understand what's going on.
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
There's your first clue that you're a ghost. If every time somebody tries to touch you, you vanish.
I don't understand. Every time I try to follow you, I find myself here again. Why can't I leave this place? Why can't I go home? No, no, it can't be, no!
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
I feel like kind of a jerk.
I remember now. I was walking home. Something started to chase me. I tried to run. Something knocked me over and... everything went black. I'm dead, aren't I? I really can't go home again.
You can never go home again.
I'm just a ghost.
She's the ghost with the least. It's really kind of tragic.
Forgive me my manners. It's just that I'm not used to the idea that I'm dead.
I can see that taking a while to get used to.
My name was Anna. I can remember things
We found
now,
Anna.
but everything is like a faded dream. I can remember my house now. I lived beside the tall oak tree near the center of town. I've been gone so long. My poor, poor Nikolai. Goodbye and farewell.
The ghostly...
Yeah, she vanishes. Unfortunately, you can't finish the Ghost Saga in one night. Whoop! So many options. Different places to sleep, different dreams you could have. We'll go ahead and sleep here.
You feel the sensation of floating freely in a swirling cloud of magic. You are warm and safe, surrounded by the sound of peaceful beauty. You feel as if you are suddenly totally alive. You can remember every happy moment of your past, taste every favorite sensation, hear all the colors of the universe.
I really want this feeling.
This
It
is
sounds
the true
awesome.
joy of living.
I have never felt that good. It's also the joy of cooking and the joy of sex.
Suddenly, you find yourself trapped by darkness. You cannot breathe. The darkness is tearing the warmth, life, and magic from your body.
I don't want this dream anymore.
Pain. The agony of lungs without air. the burning cold of a body trapped in ice, the terror of helplessness as death approaches. You float, cold and lifeless.
Man, I'm glad I pay rent at the inn so I can sleep on the
Gradually
ground.
wake, shaking off the shreds of dreams that cling to your memory.
Whew!
You greet the old man.
Good day. Have you seen my Anna?
I'm afraid I have.
You start to tell the old man about the ghost you met in the forest.
Anna? You have seen Anna?
You explain that you saw her ghost in the forest.
Anna is in the forest? Where is she? I must go to her.
You tell Nikolai where you saw Anna, and try to explain that she is dead.
Thank you. I cannot thank you enough for finding my Anna.
Oh,
I will
such a
go
sad
to
story.
her now. I will help her find her way home. Thank you again.
And now we'll wait for him to, very slowly, shamble his way across the screen into the woods. Eventually he'll make it, step by step, inch by inch, centimeter by centimeter. Hey, I can play again! The daily visit to the doctor.
Ah, you're just in time to witness a magnificent scientific experiment. I have managed to harness the very primal force of lightning at my beck and call. Now I shall use it to create life itself. But
Life?
yes,
Itself? Luckily he's strong against lightning. It's not very effective.
that was not quite the experimental result I expected. But never mind that. It is merely a momentary setback in the annals of science. I shall readjust the magnetic electrical stimulation system and try again another day.
Oh, and I'm sure I'll be here to see it.
You say hello to the scientist.
It is good to see you again. I trust the Antwerps gave you no trouble?
You tell Dr. Cranium about your first adventures in the Spielberg Valley. Seems vaguely interested in your tales of the Baron and his children, but his eyes positively light up when you mention the Antwerp.
Why is that part of your tale?
So you are the Spielberg hero. I went there on an Antwerp gathering expedition a few months ago. The people there are still talking about your adventures.
I think I was
continue
there
by
only a
telling
couple
Dr.
months
Cranium
ago.
of your encounters with the eccentric wizard Erasmus, the deadly kobold magic user, and the ogress Baba Yaga.
Turned her into a frog? Oh, such poppycock. There is a perfectly straightforward scientific explanation for all of those events. There is no such thing as magic.
Please let me juggle lights in front of him.
You start to tell Dr. Cranium about yourself and your adventures, but he quickly interrupts.
But there is nothing so adventurous as pursuing a career in science. Did you know, for instance, that simple scientific principles can be applied to the creation of potions for healing and curing poison?
I don't know if you can tell, I like talking to the doc. Anyway,
Antwerps are truly fascinating species. They reproduce by splitting into a number of tiny Antwerps, each with their own genetic code. They cannot split voluntarily, however. They only reproduce when cut or stabbed. My test Antwerps came from Spielberg Valley, where there was an Antwerp population explosion last spring.
alright. As much as I'd like to play around with all these topics. Yes, science is important.
Here you are, one freshly brewed healing drink. Sip it if you get hurt, and its beneficial vitamins and other ingredients will help your body to recover quickly. Here you are, one freshly brewed universal poison antidote.
That's enough.
Perhaps I should wait a day or two before resuming my Frankie experiment. It is very important that the right person stay in charge here.
See, Electrical charge. Yeah, it's funny. And our other daily activity. I like to save often in case of glitches.
You pick up 2 of the metal weights and put 1 in each of the baskets.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to sweat to the oldies.
Punishment.
You know, this won't mean much because I haven't been checking regularly, but let's see what our stats are doing. See, I went up 25. That's not bad. Anyway.
Nikolai has disappeared from his home. The last time I saw him, he said something about finding Anna. I fear he is dead.
Oh man, it's gonna be awkward. I should probably just own up to it,
You
though.
tell about Anna's ghost and Nikolai.
So that is why he was excited about Anna. He has gone to her, I guess. Maybe they will be together again. It's nice to believe so. Take care.
Hey! Now he's nice to me. Now we've got some time. What to do before nightfall? And the conclusion of this video. We could play with the leashy again.
Na 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 na.
He's gonna do that a lot. I'm gonna skip the rest of them because it bothers me more than it bothers you. Yeah, yeah. He's the lushy who says yeah.
Hi there. Three and three make 9. Who lives among the watery brine? Fishy, squishy riddles make. Tell me now, who's in the lake?
Oh, I met her. She's nice. And, you know, homicidal. But naked.
1 and 2 and 3 make 6. Who hides her hut behind trick sticks? Magic message. Bushes here. In the rhyme with disappear.
Or, you know, use magic.
No one seems...
I'll go back and tell him
Hello.
it's Baba Yaga.
Goodbye.
1 and 2 magic.
Would that be Baba Yaga in her chicken leg hut you try?
Baba baby, that's the one. An ogress who is loads of fun.
Because I didn't confirm for 100% fact that Baba Yaga's in the hut, he might give me some
Guessing
feedback on
answers
it.
without knowing? Check your guesses first by going.
Dude, I was mostly there. I can't do his next riddle. I don't think there's anything else for me to do. I mean, not during this particular day cycle.
A heavy gate blocks the way to the winding road. Far in the distance, you can see a majestic castle.
Welcome to Moldavia. It's nice to have some fresh blood around here. We so seldom see strangers. It is so difficult to get past the swamp which blocks the pass to and from the valley. We haven't had a stranger here since the rains created the swamp several years ago.
Except that Professor Cranium went to Spielberg several months ago.
You've obviously done quite a lot for one person. It will be interesting to see what you do around here.
This is the shopkeeper's husband. I don't think I'm going to do this quest yet.
am
I might do it
Boris
eventually.
Stovich. I am the gatekeeper of Borgov Castle. Is it not true that he who guards the gates is the keystone speaker?
I don't know. Maybe?
Farewell, and may you find whatever you seek.
Right now I'm seeking nighttime. 'Cause
Goodbye, young man.
Oh my
May
god.
the fireplace be warm and the drink cold at your journey's end.
Because there are two things I'd still like to do in this particular video, one of which I know I can do, the other of which I might not be able to.
After some
Yeah, I'm cheating a little bit. There, now it's nighttime.
you feel
Oh, shoot, 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 run!
Anna, I found you. Anna!
Nikolai, I have been trying to find you for so long.
I
He just
never
walked out in the
stopped
woods and
looking
died.
for you, Anna. Never. I love you, Anna. I loved you from the moment you smiled at me. And I will love you for always.
Oh, Nikolai, this time we will always be together.
Forever?
Forever.
That might
ghostly
be
apparition vanishes.
the most heartwarming story in all of Quest for Glory.
We came back one last time to thank you for reuniting us.
Yes, thank you so much. Without your help, I would have been lost forever.
I do not know how we can help you. This is the last you will ever see of us.
If there is anything we can do for you, please ask.
Alright.
We waited so that we could thank you.
You have saved our deaths from being endless and meaningless.
I'd like
You
your
may,
hat.
of course,
It's
take
very
my
stylish.
hat. I have no further use for it.
And here's what's odd, he's a ghost. And he's just given me his hat. Is it a ghost hat?
I have been lost so long. I do not know how I can help you. Perhaps you can talk to my friend Olga. She knows everything that goes on in town.
She married Boris Stovich, who owned the shop.
She did? She is such a lovely girl. I'm sure they are happy together. Olga will be able to tell you many things about the town.
It has been so long, and I know so little of what goes on
Oh.
today. Still, some time ago, there was talk in town about a stranger moving into Borgov Castle. There was much talk and many rumors about who had moved in.
I wonder
do
if that'll
not
be
know
significant.
whether your path will ever take you to the castle, but I do know of a secret passageway to there.
Do tell.
My grandfather once told me that there is a secret passage that leads from the Borgov crypt in the cemetery to the castle. It was an escape route for the Borgov family when they were alive.
And now it's a resting place. Because they're dead. Anyway. I've had enough of these lovebirds.
Farewell. May you never be lost.
Farewell. May you never be lonely.
The ghostly
That's just
apparition
tragic. Alright, there's one more thing I'm going to try to do before this video is finished. Oh! There's this bush. This bush is important.
You've managed to knock a branch with some berries loose from the bush.
I'm using magic to somewhat circumvent a puzzle or two.
You retrieve the berries from the loose branch and store them carefully in a pocket of your pack. You feel...
Oh, good. So you can see my life dropping every time I walk onto a screen with one of those. Okay, I'm going to save here because if this doesn't work, I'm going to restore from here. The problem I'm about to encounter is due to machine running time.
Carefully place some of the candy on the ground.
Machines run a lot faster now than they did when this game came out. And even the emulator has an issue with this particular segment.
In a flask.
Oh, I'm gonna do this. Maybe it'll help.
When you bring the will-o-wisp near the standing stone, glowing runes appear around a six-pointed image. In the center of the runes, you can now see a small hole in the stone.
All I have to do is spell out the name of the Dark One.
When you touch the Dark One sign to its image on the squid stone, the sign locks into place in the small hole. The points of the sign seem to point to 6 of the glowing runes.
And we know his name is Avuzel. That's A V O O Z L.
As you complete the name,
Oh my God!
you feel a distant rumble under the earth, as of the earth shifting, or some unimaginably huge creature stirring in its sleep.
You guys have no
Part
idea.
of the squid stone opens to reveal a small compartment. You reach in to find a scroll covered with mysterious runes. The symbol of the senses at the top is the only part that you can make out. You also retrieve the Dark One sign.
Stop
which
interrupting
pulls
me.
loose from the stone with a slurping, sucking sensation. The hole in the stone closes as you remove the sign.
I've never gotten that on the first try. It might be because this is the first time I've tried slowing the speed down like that. But usually it takes forever to get it to acknowledge the name. Since that went so quickly, I'm going to try one more thing.
You release the
I free
will-o-wisps
those.
back into the swamp.
Otherwise, they die when the sun comes up. It's kind of depressing.
You slowly fill your flask with the greasy, grimy goo.
And
You
the greasy,
slowly
grimy
fill your
gopher guts. Yeah, I need 2 flasks full. Okay, I'm going to try something I don't feel emotionally prepared for. And this may end badly.
As you start to glide, you realize the only way to get back onto the dry areas will be to grab hold of something and pull yourself up.
I gotta avoid the hands still. Gotta hand it to you. You walked into an alarming situation. Bet you wished you hadn't done that. Yes. This could be a very bad mistake I'm making. Okay. Which one of these is reflect? There it is.
You cast.
Why don't you hit me with your best shot? Oh God! Well, in a lot of ways, I have to say that went really well. In fact, in every way that matters, I have to say that that worked out very well.
You are too far. Nothing happens when you... The Dark One sign clicks into
Gotta
the
use this for
depression in the
everything.
stone. You find that you can now turn the sign like a dial.
Oh god, I forgot the combination. It's another one of these. Oh god! Oh god, why? I can't tell which is which in these.
Finally, you feel the Dark One sign.
Hey, look at that!
You pull on it, opening the tomb, and retrieve a damp but readable scroll from its depths. It is the Dark One's bone ritual. You retrieve the Dark One sign from the monolith.
Alright, I'm gonna make it back to dry land, and then that'll be the end of our little video, so... If you do it quickly enough, there's no hands to worry about. Presto, changeo. Woo! Anyway, I'm just really excited that worked out that well. So, that's it. I'll see you guys next time.
Your reversal spell is wearing thin.
So's interrupting me when I'm quitting.